Hey guys, I just wanted to share with you my trick for image intensifier, and it's the only way that I could ever remember it. I was taught XLELM to try and help me remember how the photons are converted to light and light to electrons and then back to light. First, let's just review where your image intensifier is, right? For your stationary fluoroscopy, like this image here, it's above the patient in your fluoro rooms. It's what the radiologist uses while they're fluoroing. Your patient's underneath here, right? And on the C-arm, your image intensifier, depending on what machine you have, it's either the bigger end, or if you have one of the newer ones, it's the flat end. It's not the X-ray tube or the X-ray source. And it's important to recognize or remember that the image intensifier is going to convert the exit radiation. So it is not the primary beam coming through, because if you remember where it is, the X-ray source is underneath the patient. It travels through the patient, hits the image intensifier. And I'll come back to that, why that's important to remember and to help you on your tests with all the questions, okay? So as far as the steps go, after the X-rays pass through the patient and hit the image intensifier, it goes through the input phosphor, the input screen, depending on what picture you're looking at, goes in the image intensifier in the input. X to L, in my little trick there, is X-rays are converted to light in the input phosphor. Then light is converted to electrons, so L to E, from the photocathode, which is right behind your input screen. Those electrons are then focused using the electrostatic lenses. Watch out for that terminology though, and don't let the focusing cup term trip you up, because that might be a distractor for your test question, because the image intensifier uses the electrostatic lenses and the X-ray tube uses a focusing cup. All right, so watch for those terms. So your electrons are getting focused because they have to enter through this anode, which is essentially a donut shape. It has a hole in it. What's the job of the anode? Really similar to that of the X-ray tube, right? It accelerates electrons. It's made of tungsten. It is going to take those electrons and pass them through the output phosphor. The output phosphor is going to convert your electrons to light. And then once it does that, it needs to send an image onto your monitor screen. So when your radiologists are fluoroing, they're looking at the monitor, or you're looking at the monitor screen on your C-arm. The light photons are then converted into something you can see on your monitor screen. So XLELM, I use X-rays to light, light to electrons, electrons back to light, then you can see it on your monitor. Remember, no matter what, once it's inside this image intensifier, it does not go back to X-ray photons. And that's on your test where you might get caught. It's usually used as a distractor. So in your list of questions, if it's asking you what is the role of the input phosphor, it's going to convert X-rays to light. If it's asking you about the photocathode, one of your options is going to be converts to X-ray photons. No. Once it's in through the input, it does not go back to an X-ray photon. And that's something I want you to remember to try and help you on your test, okay? Materials tends to be another question that you get asked anytime we're doing equipment stuff, right? It's where is it located? What is it made of? The input is your cesium iodide, and the output is this zinc cadmium. I just remember it simply as in the alphabet, C comes before Z. So C, my cesium, is going to be my in. Z, zinc, is going to be the out. So if you see those, if that helps you at all. Another question you'll probably get is this source to skin distance allowance, and it's different from mobile versus stationary. The mobile fluoro is going to be your C-arm, right? That's your mobile fluoroscopy that you take into the OR. It's either going to need to be 12 inches or 30 centimeters. My hint is to take lunch at 12:30 in the OR. You might get asked in inches and you might get asked in centimeters. And I believe the boards is going fully to centimeters and meters. So that might be something for you to start sort of paying attention to. Stationary fluoro, which will be your fluoro room, it's going to be 15 inches or 38 cms. Okay, so just to circle back here, XLELM, X-rays to light, light to electrons, electrons go back to light, then the light is converted to an image that you see on the monitor or your viewing screen. Again, my hints, the input is always before the output. Cesium comes before zinc because C before Z. And once the X-ray photons are converted to light, they don't go back to X-ray photons. And 12:30 launch in the OR. Okay, fairly quick one, super easy if you can remember the order that they go in, what is their job, and what is it made of. The image intensifier should be super easy for you. Okay, hope that helps.